to do us a pre-release. So if you guys are here to watch this pre-release stuff, come on down, because here's where we're going to actually discuss good limited strategies. Now this is limited sealed, this isn't limited draft. Kind of a little bit of a difference, but roughly the same idea. Both of them are 40 card decks, and you build them on the spot. So you don't actually have to come with cards in this format. So if you're a newer player, then draft and sealed are the way to go for you to acquire new cards, acquire skills and talents, and learn how to, different interactions and stuff like that. So without further ado, let's get to it. Oh, stop. Yeah, I gotta stop doing that. I gotta remember I'm on camera now. I'm fancy. Guess I'm bougie. Yeah. Let's see what we got in here. We're not gonna look at the promo. Don't ever look at the promo. It's last. Save the best for last. Spin down for all you that don't have life pads or notepads to write down your life totals. That is the way to go. Alright, they give you these really cool tokens, and they're actually pretty hard. And then you got the hexproof, double strike, life length, trample, flying, death touch, vigilance, indestructible. They have an indestructible counter. Oh, I gotta see what card does that. It's probably like a 20 mana card or something. And you get 6 packs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh. And you get 50 minutes to build a deck on the spot and sealed. So you open your cards and you build a deck. Now a lot of you that are probably new here don't understand, build a deck. I don't even know what cards do. Well, what I like to do is I like to keep them separated by color scheme, and I keep the rare separate. And we have dogs barking because that's what they do, and I wish they wouldn't do it. Alright, we have this removal spell. This is actually good for limited, or even good for constructed. Reason why? This is a exile effect, or slash god wipe, or wrath effect. Sorry, well, not god. I was thinking of this wrath of God and stuff. So
don't judge me.
This is good for. And this is also good for limited. But pack one, pick one should always be something like this, because in case your opponent is going to have really big creatures, then you kind of need to wait to deal with them. And if your opponent happens to open a Garuda, this definitely will come in handy. But don't take my word for it. Or take my word, I don't care. Just play the game, have fun. So that's what you're here to do. Alright, Forbidden Friendship. You get 2 tokens. A create a 1/1 red dinosaur creature token with haste, and a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. Bam, you get 2 for the price of 1 card. Never bad. Good limited card. Which, what we're going to do, just to, go for time, we're going to separate everything, and then we'll go through them by color and see which colors we're strongest in. Remember, we're going to go by the acronym BREAD: bombs, removals, evasion, aggro, and duds. Ooh, that is interesting. Sweet. I do like the artwork on these guys. They've come a long way. That's what got me into Magic mostly, was because of the art. I mean, after seeing the cards, of course, I thought it was like Yu-Gi-Oh or something. Forgive me for even saying such a thing. When I saw other people playing it at one of my old jobs. Frost Links, not Link. This isn't Legend of Zelda here. But that card actually almost wrecked me in one of my games. I might just upload a clip of a stream I did with the early release. It was kind of fun. I did pretty well for my first time playing with the set. So, trash card. Why can't we have something like that on this side? Why can't we have rule mechanics for people that don't pick up pre-release kits and don't get this? Maybe mutate would go good back here. I don't know. Wizards, are you watching? Are you listening? Apparently not. Killing trees, you tree killers. Just kidding. Love you. You guys are awesome. Don't hate on me. Alright. Whisper Squad. I've been hearing a lot of cards, or a lot of whispers about it. Definitely not the whispers from Walking Dead. What the heck's even been going on with that? Did we even get the last episode of Walking Dead, folks? No? Yes? Maybe? I don't know. This card deceived me. This is a Cycle Matters card, and I did not have a Cycle Matters deck. Seems good, but it's a build around. Be cautious. You've been warned. Cub Warden. That's a good limited card if you ask me. Exuberant Wolf Bear. Wow, you greedy animal there. Didn't want to be a wolf or a bear. Wanted to be both. Okay. The redonkulous things here. Yeah. Prickly Marmoset. It's a monkey. Don't judge me, monkey. Okay, that's. I'm obviously stuck on Grandma's Boy. If you don't like it, come fight me. Just kidding, don't fight me. I don't encourage violence, people. The only fighting I encourage is magic fighting. Fight each other there. Sanctuary Lockdown. Actually, if you have enough cards to support this, which we'll go over in just a bit, humans, pretty good. Very constructed playable, if you ask me. Dirge Bat. That Dirge Bat. It's actually rather decent for limited and or possible constructed. Don't really see it in constructed, but definitely limited playable. Shiny. At least we got lots of mana to support the multicolored madness they got going on in here. But you definitely want to pay attention to what you're doing when you don't do what I did in one of my videos where I did a 5-color limited deck. I don't know how I won so many times, but apparently I did. So, okay, sure thing. I'm not against that. There's games I should have lost too, to be honest with you. Not that I made a mistake or cheated. It's kind of hard to cheat on Arena. Not that I would ever encourage that. If you cheat, you suck. Alrighty. Just separating the colors. Barrier Breach. Yeah! We might try to force this tribe in limited. Pretty good. Yay, and I have a playset coming, but I now have a 5th one. Ka-ching. Ka-ching-a-ling-a-ling. Alright. Now that we've gone through our packs, what I've also learned is don't get excited by your mythic or your rares, because sometimes they could steer you wrong. But in this case, we could kind of lean a certain way. Those color combinations kind of work to me. Alright, we're going to go through white. Flourishing Fox is a 1/1. Whenever you cycle another card, put a +1/+1 counter on Flourishing Fox. That's pretty decent, and it's got cycling on it. You could do a Cycling Matters dex. This is Day Squad Marshal. When Day Squad Marshal enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white human creature soldier. White human soldier creature token. Backwards. That would be pretty good in humans. Blade Banish, removal. So these are playables. I'm putting them as playables. Even without humans, just the stats on this alone is actually good. You get 2 bodies for the cost of 4, and you get 4 power across the board, which is pretty nice. You got removal, Sanctuary Lockdown, specifically for humans. So this is a maybe-ish card, but playable, so maybe. This is if you have lots and lots of creatures, which I believe humans kind of do that. So that's questionable. Oh, look at that, another human. A tapper human. Look at that, more removal. Whenever you cycle a card, tap target creature an opponent controls. Oh, but it's still a human. Quit vanilla stat test wins. So if you find some cycle cards, play it. Patagia Tiger. 4 and a white, 3/4 flying. When Patagia Tiger enters the battlefield, target human you control gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Wow.
Wow.
We're already going with humans. Whatever shall we put that card in? Solid footing, flash, enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1. As long as enchanted creature has vigilance, it assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. Good in the right type of decks. So that's dependent if you got big butt creatures. Because I like big butts and I cannot lie. Pacifism, removal. We got lots of removal in white. Sure. Whenever this creature mutates, you gain 4 life, and it's got vigilance. So yes, play it. I say that's pretty decent because it's permanent flying. So play it. Again, I'm not some pro drafter. I go by off of experience. I go with the BREAD, which is bread for you fine folks at home. Well, here's a big butt creature, so maybe you could put it together with that card. I don't know. It has vigilance, but you got to kind of put vigilance on it. But I guess you can kind of do that with this card. So, yeah, I don't see any reason why not. You have enough cards. Keep safe, since you're in these colors. What? You're in those colors? Okay, cool. Removal. Would you look at that? 5 mana, tap down until their next untap step. They can't untap it. And cycling 1. Nothing wrong with that. Counter target spell. Don't be that person unlimited. Counter spells aren't very strong unlimited. Now, I'm not bashing on control or nothing like that. It does work in the right shell, or if you have enough support for it. But, well, this deck, the human and beasties, you can do this and draw 2 cards. What's to not like about that? So yes. Limited fun times. That's a bomb because people don't really deal with enchantments. Instant. Hampering snare. Keep you alive. Old Frosty. Frosty the Lynx Man. Limited. Do it. Do it now. Neutralize. Well, we kind of got enough counter spells here. And if it doesn't, if you don't, counter anything, you can kind of draw a card later. So, okay, cool. Boop. Essence Scatter. What? All these big creatures around here? Get out. Ominous Seas. Mutate. When this creature mutates, draw a card. Wow, and it's cheaper than its actual cost. Dreamtail, you are a limited bomb or all-star. Enter the battlefield with your choice of flying counter or hexproof counter on it. Ugh, not you. Just kidding. Actually, most of the blue cards were pretty playable, minus the extra counter spells, but there's enough counter spells there to kind of make your opponent pull their hair out. Creatures your opponent's control get -1/-1 until end of turn. You got cycling 2. That I feel like is... I feel like maybe you could get away with running it if you don't have anything else for removal. Bushmeat Poacher. Tap 1, pay 1, tap, sacrifice another creature. You gain life equal to that creature's toughness. Draw a card. Okay. Yeah, if you're in a pinch and you need to gain life, I don't see anything wrong with that. I mean, the stats are okay. I'm not a big fan of 2/4s at 4 mana. Blitz Leech. That's a 5 and a swamp. Flash 5/2. When enters the battlefield, target creature and opponent control gets -2/-2 until end of turn. Remove all counters from that creature. Youch. I could see it. Corpse Churn. It's real dependent on the kind of deck you're trying to build. Whisper Squad. Only good if you got a bajillion of these. So maybe even as a one of, but you could just do it for search purposes. Blood Curdle. Removal, yes. Destroy target creature, put a menace counter on a creature you control. Durable Coil Bug. 1 in a swamp. 2/2. Bear. With activated abilities. Return Durable Coil Bug from your graveyard to your hand. Abusive right here. Lurking Deadeye. 3 and a swamp. 4/2 flash. When Lurking Deadeye enters the battlefield, destroy target creature that was dealt damage this turn. Yes. That's a common. Yes. Grab it. Okay. Dark Bargain. Instant speed. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put 2 of them into your hand and the other into your graveyard. Dark Bargain deals 2 damage to you. Okay, I'm good with that. It's actually pretty decent. So I'm really liking blue. I'm liking black. I'm also liking white. A 5/5 with haste for 6 mana. I don't think that's bad, and it's got cycling on it. So if it's bad later, you're good. Flame Spill, removal, and if it deals extra damage. So let's say you kill a 1/1. I know it feels bad, but you do 3 damage to them. So pretty cool if you ask me. 1 mana Blazing Volley deals 1 damage to each creature your opponents control. Maybe you need to finish them off with some more damage. Whenever you cycle a card, gets +2/+0 first strike. Yeah, cycling matters. Holy crap. If we have enough cycling enablers, you could probably go cycling. And Rumbling Rock Slide deals damage to target creature equals the number of lands you control. Weaponize the monsters. Sacrifice creature. Weaponize the monster deals 2 damage to any target. Ooh, goes good with Obosh because it's odd. Goes good with Torbrin because it's red. Have a bunch of creatures from Annex. Because it doesn't say token, it just says sacrifice a creature. Although 2 mana is a little steep, but late game, what do you know? Sideboard or something? I don't know. Don't judge me, monkey. Heightened Reflexes. Target creature gets +1/0 till end of turn. Put a first strike counter on it. Let's go. Permanent first strike at common level. Come on, they're abusing the common level. Power creep is real. 1 in a Mountain Raking Claws. Target creature gains double strike until end of turn, cycling 2. Sure, you got an aggressive enough deck and you need to draw cards. We saw lots of cycling stuff here, so cycle away. Blister Spit Gremlin. Tap, down, 1 and tap. It deals 1 damage to each opponent. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, untap it. So 1 mana, 1/1. This is kind of like that human from Shadows over Innistrad or Eldritch Moon. One of the two. It was a pinger, and he was just annoying. People that have been playing at that time may know that card. I'll probably post it up here just in case, you know. Good card for limited. Helps for creature and human type of deck matters. Who doesn't like cycling and putting reach on a creature and making it a 5/4? Man, all these cards are pretty playable. No. It's good if you have enough menace, and I don't see enough menace. There's not been much menace happening here, so that's going to be a no for me, dog. Maybe sideboard purposes if you're in the colors, and maybe your opponent played like a bomb that you need to take from them and beat face with, then yes, bring it in from the sideboard, because all your cards are your sideboard that are not main deck. Fun facts. This is a good card. It's actually seen Pioneer play. I had to look at this card for a minute. I'm like, what? What does this card do? It's an instant speed that exiles up to 3 target enchantments and has cycling 2. So it's sideboard for a reason. It's definitely good sideboard here. Pacifism. Maybe if you're in these colors, you need to deal with enchantments. We have Excavation Mole. That is the ugliest mole I have ever seen in the history of moles. Good God. What are you doing? It makes molehills out of mountains. Well, wins on flavor. It's a 3/3 with trample. When excavation mole enters the battlefield, put the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard. With corpse turn. Golgari's always a thing, isn't it? Wilt, destroy target artifact or enchantment. That's sideboard. Actually, these are both sideboard. This, even main boardable. Choose one or both. Reanimation with that guy. Sure thing. Six for 5 is not bad, and the mutate ability is kind of interesting, so late game's not too bad. Good combat tricks with cycling. Even if you're not a Cycling Matters deck, say you're going in for an attack, maybe it's a kill and they got a chump blocker, you can cycle this away, put a trample counter on said creature that's being chumped, draw a card, you know, and if you're with the right colors, you could bring it back from your graveyard to your hand to do it again. Maybe even not mutate it. Nope, that's not mutate. Sorry. Don't judge me. Flycatcher Giraffid. Antelope Lizard? What the? What are they? What? Okay, whatever. It's 4 and a green, 3/5. Vigilance counter or reach counter on it. This goes back to that one card that has solid footing, so big butts and I cannot lie, but decent stats because of the reach part. Trying to stay alive part. Ooh, mana fixing in green. Didn't think that's possible. I don't know if I want that many big butts, but still have it. Venturous Impulse, dig for creatures. Now, limited in sealed and in draft is usually creature combat, unless you find one of those weird alternate win conditions. Add 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast a creature spell. It's not bad if you got a lot of creatures, which what this format's all about. Creatures. Alright, now on to the multicolored and artifacts. Putting all the playables aside. Non-playable. Mutate. 1 and a hybrid red or white. Whenever this creature mutates, other creatures you control get +2/+1 to end the turn. If you're going wide, smack them in the face with this. That's yes. Sprite Dragon. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a +1/+1 counter on Sprite Dragons. Flying in haste. If you got enough cantrips here, then I say do it. Look like we might have, but who knows. We have Farfinder, 3/3/1 for 3 generic mana, excuse me. It's a 1/1 with Vigilance. When it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle your library. Sure. Just because of the stats alone, and it's a non-human, good for mutating. Also, pretty good if you got enough mutate cards to support this. If you got enough flash cards, this could definitely be good. So this is still good just because it's an 0/2 for 1, and there's usually a decent amount of mutate. That's limited to just like flash, but good for constructed though. You should definitely check out my buddy Titans fan video. He actually has a Demir flash deck with this card in it. Oh, it's bananas. He just does wicked things and actually makes me like playing blue. But that's the only time you hear that. I didn't say that. This is a doppelganger. I don't know what you're talking about. Mana fixing, cycling, yes. Necropanther. Generic, white and black. 3/3. Mutate ability. 2 and hybrid black or white. 2 of those actually. Whenever this creature mutates, return target creature card with converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Auto include. Huh? What? Oh. Mysterious Egg. Mana fixing. So, we're going to see what we come up with after all this. So, see you in just a bit. Alright, so now we're back after much deliberation. Alright, so I didn't make these main, although they can be, because they're more for sideboard purposes. You could even get away with this main. You could even get away with that main if you don't have enough stuff to fill it in. But as you can see here, I'm going to bring everything that's part of the deck. These are sideboards, so we'll move them to the side. Oh, we didn't even look at our promo. Nowhere near those colors. Don't be tricked. It's a trap every time. Every pre-release that I've gone to, I've gotten Narset. I even got the Planeswalker one from War of the Spark. Well, it's the only one she is. A doy. But hey, we got a Narset. Sweet. Alright, this is an Orzhov deck that has been put together. Finally happy that I managed to make a deck that's just 2 colors instead of my 5 color nonsense that I made. Holy smokes. What was I thinking? Patagia. Hey, you guys aren't on the deck. Stop sneaking in there. You guys, however, are in the deck. Removal. Evasion. Mana fixing. Removal, and pump it up. Evasion, removal, all in one. And that's what we went with. We went with an Orzhov humanist, creaturous build. Do you really want to be greedy and add green in here? You kind of could. There was a card in here that said that was worthwhile doing. So we got beast and human. Like if you really need to go a 3rd color, I mean, you wouldn't be hurt too badly or punished. Don't let other people tell you, oh, you'll be punished for doing that. Yeah, there's probably pro players being babies. Sorry, pro players. So you could probably throw in green to get this in here. Also, because green has awesome stuff, because this is human and or beast. Make them deal with it again. And again and again. If you want to go Mardu, you most certainly can. You got the Savai Crystal. You have more removal. You want to, add a little burn to their, add a little gas to their fire, I guess. Don't mind me. I'm an idiot with my jokes. Yeah, that's what I would go with, honestly. And if you went Mardu, you could even throw that in there. Now we're in a tough pickle because I kind of want to put this card in. We don't play with blue cards around here. No sir. That's not blue, that's black. It's black and blue, don't judge me. Oh boy, there's so many ways you can go. The best part, folks, is that you can switch your deck up throughout the whole entire night as long as you're not at one of those tournaments where you have to write down your list and what's in your main deck and what's your card pool. But at regular FNM, at most local game shops, you're going to find that people are allowed to. It's actually nothing wrong with doing so. You can get help from people. So remember, guys, you want to stick to the basics. Bombs, removals, evasions, aggro, and duds. This is kind of a dud. This is a filler. That's evasion / removal. Remove a creature from the game. That's recursions. That's pretty decent. It's a little bit more detailed. This is return a creature from a graveyard to the battlefield. So Kudro dies, you could bring them back. These are in here because they're humans, and then they get pumped from this guy, so they become 3/4s at 3 mana, not bad. And then when you cycle a card, which you have a couple of cycling payoffs, goes well. So you got evasion here, you got evasion here, you got bodies, so that the bodies hit the floor. You got all this, so this is what I think would be good. I mean, there's so many options you could do with this deck. You could even do what I did at one pre-release and have 2 separate decks. Like seriously. I had one deck main and then one sideboard, and so when I sided out my deck, they were trying to prepare for this one, and that's kind of a nifty trick. Don't do it if you're new to Sealed. Please don't, because it can be confusing. Trust me, because I've actually had decks like that where I had 2 decks at the same time, and I was missing colors, and I wasn't able to cast a couple of my spells, but that was one game, but then I fixed it and it worked fine. But the point I'm saying is stick to what's going to work for you, and if it's not working, you can switch it up. Thank you guys for joining me. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you liked what you saw here, leave a like. Simple as it sounds, right? Just hit that like button. Also, so you don't miss out on any content that comes out, go ahead and hit that bell notification. Don't worry, it's not going to go ding, ding, ding every time I post a video. I don't post like 500 million videos a day or a week, so you'll be fine for doing that. If you don't like what you see, don't be mean. Just tell me what you want to see. If you don't like what you see, don't leave anything negative. Put good into the universe. Again, thank you guys for joining me. It's your boy Halo Spades. Peace out.